Hi everyone, Jill Lancet, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Greystanes, Australia. There's my online store if you need to purchase anything. If you want to look at the catalogue, you can go there and you'll see a digital version of it. You can contact me, here's my email address. And if you'd like to follow me on Facebook, it's Facebook at Meraki Maven, all one word, note the spelling of Maven. That's also my YouTube channel name, but you can just find me, Jill Lancet, full stop, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Okay, that's out of the way. Now, today I'm making a quick little card, and I bought these stamps and dies ages ago, and I just noticed that the dies are now in the clearance rack. So if you go to my online store and look up specials, you'll see the clearance rack. They're not in the catalogue because they're a retiring product. They're in the clearance rack. They're called the Brilliant Rainbow Dies, and they were $54 and they're now $32.50. That's Australian dollars, folks, because I live in Australia. And they came with a stamp set, but that's long retired. But we're looking at the Brilliant Rainbow Dies, so I'm going to show you what I did. I used 2 of the dies, and we're going to put this quick card together. But before I do that, here are the details. So we need a standard card base. We need a black panel. I'll go through that when I get there. Just disregard that. It's Sunday. I'm all over the place. These are the beautiful the designer series papers we're using today. They're called the Bright and Beautiful designer series paper. They are part of a suite, but you can buy them separately. And these are the colours that go with it. And they're 6x6 papers, and they're $21.75 Australian dollars. But I chose one that looks a bit rainbowy, because we're using a rainbow. And the other thing that we are using is the banners, Pick a Punch. So it will do both shapes on the banners, but I'll show you that when we get to that. That is on page 147 of the current catalogue, and it is $47, but it does make 2 different kinds of ends and 3 different sizes on each. So I'll show you how that works. Let's get going. So today, as I said, is Sunday. I'm having a quiet day at home today, and I thought I'd just make this quick card because I saw this die in the clearance sale and I thought that's a good deal. And I really like them. So I'll go through this as we go along. Okay, so we need a card base. We've got our card base here, which is just A4 cut in half this way and scored at 10.5. Put that away for a minute. We need a basic black piece, which is 14.3 by 10 centimetres, and that's going to be our mat. We need our beautiful designer series paper, which is this one here from that pack, which is called Bright and Beautiful. There's the item number there, Bright and Beautiful. And we need that to be 13.8 by 6.5 centimetres. We have a piece of lemon lime twist cardstock, and that is 13.8 by 4 centimetres. And we need some scraps, so I'm going to show you what we need. We need a piece of basic white, and this is a bit of a scrap that I've had laying around. We need some strips of the lemon lime twist and the berry burst. We're just going to make some banners from those. And we need 2 scraps of the basic black. Now I've already set the dies on there. So the sizes are 7 by 4.5 centimetres and 16 by 2 centimetres. So that's what we have. Now the first thing I'm going to do is cut those out and get that out of the way. So the other stamp set that we're using is these 2 greetings here from the Good Feelings stamp set. That is in the current catalogue. The item number is 158737. So we'll pop that out of the way. I've got the stamps already set up. And I'll just get my little stamp and cut and emboss machine. Now, if you've not seen one of these, they're extremely light. They're very small. They don't take up much space on a shelf. And these little doors, wings, doors, whatever you want to call them, open up, and then we put our sandwich in. So we've got our plate number 1, and we've got 2 plate number 2s. Now, I always keep one for cutting. It gets all scratched up. And I try to keep the other one relatively uncut so that when I put it on top, it's not going to leave any marks on those card pieces there. It has got a crack in it, but doesn't hurt, doesn't make any difference to the way it works. So we'll just pop that in there and we'll get this going. Now it's a bit tricky when you've got it on paper, but it's not hard to crank through. It's just a bit awkward sometimes, and we do need to go right through for this really, really long one. And you'll see that I positioned them on here so that I could run them through at the same time. And that's that. So I'll just pop that away. That just lives on the shelf behind me, so it's very, very easy to get. Now, I'm going to show you what we're left with. So these little scraps and bits and pieces, of course you can keep those and use them in shaker cards if you wish. But normally what I do is I just scrape them off with the other plate and pop them in the bin. But you know, I don't make that many shaker cards to warrant keeping that, and that would just drive me insane. So anyway, I'm going to cut these out now. Look, that just fell out of there. And we have these little cut-out pieces that pop out really, really well. And we've got our beautiful little rainbow on the top there. So we'll just pop that over there, get rid of these bits. And this piece here is a border punch. So it only cuts one edge. Well, actually it cuts 2 edges because it cuts this edge, this side edge, this edge and this edge. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pop those out now. And then I'm going to cut this to suit the card. This is going to be a beautiful little border on our card. And it's just going to create a bit more texture, a bit of interest, and tie it in with the rainbow theme. So yeah, just bear with me for 1 minute while I get that sorted. Right, that's out of the way. Now I can pop these plates away. And put the die up there out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to get all of the bits and pieces back in here. Once you've done all of this cutting and everything, it's going to be quite a relatively quick card to put together. But we do need, where it is gone, here it is. We do need our little piece of basic white. And just in black, because I've got black featuring in this card, I just wanted to ink these up in black. Now I'm just making a little panel that's going to go across here, and you will see it when we're finished. The sentiments are a bit too big to fit on there, so I'm compromising. So you'll just see how I go about doing that, because I particularly wanted these two. And this is my wobbly desk, and I'm already sorry that it's wobbling, but I'm going to have a practice go. because I want to place these, I want to place this one particularly at an angle. So I just want to have a practice go and just see how I'm going to do that. That's how I want it. So I'm going to clean them because I've got ink all over them, all over the edges there. Now, if you have a stamp like this one where it seems to have a big piece of rubber at the bottom of it, you can actually do what we call creative surgery and just carefully cut that with some scissors or a Stanley knife or a craft knife. But yeah, just be aware of it and allow for that. So don't smush down too hard on your ink pad. So now I'm going to do it for real, and I hope my head doesn't get in the way, but it might. So we'll just have a little look at this. Now, there's no ink on the edges of that, so that's good. So we'll just do this here like that. This one I want straight on my paper, but I am going to trim it to size. So straight down, straight up. Leave it for a second. And beautiful. Now I want to put this one at an angle. So we'll just check. Make sure I don't get any ink on the angle, on the edges of the stamp. None. Excellent. So now I'm going to put this at an angle. So just bear with me for 1 minute. There we go. Beautiful. And that's that out of the way. I haven't organised the stamp I'm going to put inside of it. Often I don't. Often I just wing it, leave it blank. I can write in it if I want to, or I can choose another stamp later on. But clearly it's a happy birthday or a congratulatory one. So you can pick whichever one you want. So let's put this together now. So I've got my little rainbow border, and I'm going to just snip that off there. Now, I had a class yesterday, and all of my scissors and things are still packed away. Now, that sounds like an excuse, but I think they were still packed away from the previous class. So, yeah, I think I just didn't get them out. So we've got our beautiful border. We've got this happening here. We want to trim this down, and I'm going to do that in just a minute. I haven't prepared this card, so yeah, you'll just have to bear with me. So we have all of our elements except, oh, I forgot embellishments. Hang on a tick. I think we'll just go with, oh dear, we'll just go with these. I had them and then I put them away. Sorry. I hope you got a coffee or something while that was happening. Okay, so now I can see a little pencil mark on there where I was working out how to do this. So I just want to glue this piece of the lemon lime twist straight onto my black mat. Now, I don't know if there's any, oh, yep. Okay, we've got some glue happening. I like the liquid glue. It gives you time to move that into position if you need to. So same border all the way around. Okay, so see, I can move that. I can move that to suit. Now I'm assuming that that's straight. Okay, now this is how this is going to go. We're going to be putting this piece over here, but I want to put this in between there. I just want that peeking out a little bit. So what I want to do is I want to create that to be even. So with my really fine tip pencil, I'm going to make a mark there, and I'm going to make a mark there. And I'm just going to trim that down. Now you could use scissors. I prefer this little guillotine only because it's quick, it's straight every time. And these ones here on this side. Okay. So we really only wasted that much for a standard card. Now I'm going to glue this into place. I'm going to glue it onto there actually. Yes, I'm going to glue it onto there. So I want to put the glue on the nice side. Like you can see that's been die cut. The other side looks a bit rough. We want it to be on the nice, tidy side. So I'm just going to put some glue along this edge. Now, the die left a little line there, a little guideline that I can use. I'm not sure if you can see that there, but it's left a little indentation. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. And I'm just going to line the paper up with that. And again, the liquid glue lets me wriggle that into place before it sets. Now, I need to trim off those bits there, or do I? No, it's not going to make any difference whatsoever. Okay, so now I can glue this on, and I can put little bits of glue right up to the edge of this black one, just to secure that into place. I'm very grateful that people are watching my channel and leaving comments. Thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's very, very easy to quickly watch what you want and just end that, but people are actually taking the time to comment, and I'm very grateful for that, so thank you so much. Now I want the same border, and it does overlap the lemon lime twist. Just make sure your border is equal all the way around. And we've got this lovely little rainbow paper here. We've got our little rainbow border, and now we want to cut up our greeting. So this, it's going to go across this, so it's going to overlap. So I need to figure out how big I want that. So just bear with me because I needed to trim it after I stamped it. So I think we want it about there and about there. And we can trim that off later if that's not to the right size. So just going to make sure that I have that about there. And I can worry about the width as I go along. Now I've got a couple of pencil marks there that I just need to erase. Sorry about the desk. Okay, now it's going to hang over a bit. And sometimes I like to hold it up to the light and just see where those edges are, if I can't see them. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. I'm going to mark this about there and about there. So I'm going to trim that off now. And I'm going to attach that to our little black piece. I'm just gluing it straight on. So a bit in the middle. And yes, I do use scraps. I use scraps a lot because I have a lot of scraps. Okay, so let's go. Going to pop that on there. Looks pretty good to me. Just rub out that little pencil mark there. Now you can see our card is coming together. So I've already cut one banner. I want to put this under here. I want to put this somehow under here. I want this at an angle, and I want to put another banner, which I think I'll make smaller, but I wanted to show you how I use the banner punch. So the banner punch creates these two, a pointy and an indented. And you can slide your cardstock in, and it will safely slide in 3 different sizes. So it's 1 inch, 1 inch, 3/4 of an inch, and then 1/2 inch is the space in there. This is a little bit less than 1/2 inch. So we need to do a bit of fancy footwork here. So I'm turning my punch upside down so I can see. I'm sliding my banner in, and you can see, because it's the lemon lime twist, you can really see this one easily enough. Now I'm holding it on this side. I'm holding the cardstock in place, holding the cardstock here in place, and I'm just making sure that it's where I want it in there. And then I'm going to punch it. And there's our beautiful banner. But I think I want this smaller than this one, so we will make it smaller. So we'll just snip a piece off here, and we'll see if that's going to be small enough. So again, I'm sliding that in there till it comes through to the other end, and I can see it. And when I'm happy with the placement, just punch it. So I think I like it like that. I just wanted it like that for some reason or other. In my head, that's how it turned out. So we'll glue these down. We'll glue them down flat, and then we will pop this one up. So a bit of liquid glue again. And I think I want that to go like that at an angle. Pick this one up here. Put this one on as well. And that's how I want that to go. Right, now we'll just pop this one up, whichever way you want it to go. I think I actually quite like it like that. So we will put some dimensionals on that. Not small ones, we'll get big ones, I think. Nope. Oh, small. Gosh, you would think I didn't own any big ones. Oh, there they are. So 1 in each corner. I'm pretty sure that'll secure it. 1 in each corner and 1 in the middle. And I'm putting it on both the white and the black, just to secure that. And we might actually put two. You just never know till you get there, do you? From the back it looks like a little shopping bag. Might put a little one in the middle there. Oh gosh, I can't help myself. We'll put two. I don't want a saggy card, sorry. Now, my Take Your Pick tool, I did find it. It is in my class bag, and it's still in my class bag. So I just have to use the useless nails, and we'll pop that on there like that. And I want it over this way a little bit, just like that. Just like that, because I'm going to put some bling on here. So this is the blueberry bushel I'm using, because there is blueberry bushel in there. I wanted to add that colour there. There is berry burst if you want to put that in there. And that is lemon lime twist, but we've also got pretty peacock. But you don't want to put lemon lime twist on lemon lime twist. So I thought I would use the blueberry bushel and just put a couple on there. Oh dear, of course that's not going to pick up very well, is it? But I thought I'd put them down the bottom here and just put 3. So we'll just put 1. Now this is the easiest way to get them in a straight line, is to put the 2 end ones on and then put your one in the middle. That way you've got them evenly spaced. So our 3rd one there looks pretty good. And that's finished. I'm going to pop that on the card front now. Now you can either pop that up on dimensionals or glue it straight flat down, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue that flat down, and I will show you the measurements again. So just a little bit of glue on there. Make sure your card opens the right way. And nice little border all the way around. And there we go. And those dies are on sale. They're in the clearance rack at the moment. So along with a whole pile of other things. So yeah, go and have a look. And I'll just run through this again now that the card is finished. So we used a standard card base, half an A4, cut at 14.85 centimetres and scored at 10.5. Then we have our black layer, our black base or matte, whatever you like to call that, and that was 14.3 by 10 centimetres. Lemon lime twist piece was 13.8 centimetres by 4 centimetres deep. And the Bright and Beautiful DSP is 13.8 centimetres by 6.5. So on top of that, you need some of your scraps. So we used 2 pieces of scrap in black. This one was 16 centimetres by 2 centimetres, just to fit that die on, because it's rather a long die. It's a border die. And the other piece was 7 by 4.5. And I'm talking about the outside of the actual piece of cardstock. So you needed at least that size to fit your dies on. We needed a piece of basic white, which was roughly about 4 by 6 centimetres. It couldn't be any smaller than that, or you probably wouldn't fit those 2 stamps on there. And then I just used my scraps, my strips of Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. Now, of course, you can add more bling to that if you wanted to. But I'm going to leave it at that. I think there's a lot going on there. And don't forget, those dies are currently on sale, $32.40. They were $54, but they are now $32.40. The other pieces, the stamp set and this designer series paper, are in the current catalogue. The item numbers are there if you are interested. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Oh, I will leave that there for a second in case you want to just have another look at that. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. And yeah, take care, everyone. Thank you for your company. Bye.